you got Don Zimmer, too.
The man himself. He looks more like a fat
Even
toad.
Don Zimmer had some roid rage going on.
He really is a fat toad here.
All right, fellas, it is time for baseball.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, 1998, a legendary year in Yankee lore, of course, including but not limited to what we're about to watch. Now, Brian, I understand you're a huge Yankee Dynasty fan, right?
Oh, of course. I'm the one huge Yankee fan wearing a Mets hat right now. That makes a lot of sense. But I do actually like this era of baseball, and I like that Darryl Strawberry is on here with his comeback tour of, binging on cocaine and strippers. So I do appreciate that. You can probably smell the strip club out of his sweat pores from where he was at the night before. So what do you think, though, Mike, about this fight and about this era?
Yeah, so we're going to see a special appearance by George Steinbrenner's favorite Yankee, Hideki Irabu,
R.I.P.
also known as the Fat Toad, he gets into the action here, so this will be
Not
exciting.
Fat Suey, right?
Not Fat's a totally different Hideki.
Yeah, not all Asian people are the same. All right. We have a special guest.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, Matt B. from TDM Style. Yes.
Hello.
If you need hair care tips or product tips or styling tips, check out TDM Style. And Matt's rocking the teal green. That's good. That's one of the more heterosexual haircuts you've had that I've seen you have.
This is also the Matt was lazy and didn't want to blow dry his hair out of the shower. So, you can take that for what you will. But
dedication to the craft. So, Matt, I understand that you were actually at this game.
I was. It was 98. I was 11 years old. I was there with my best friend Dave, and we still talk about it to this day. So I'm ready to rewatch it.
There we go. Mike, bring us through what we're doing here. Walk us through the play.
All right, so we got, Roger Clemens on the Blue Jays, being Scott Brocious, and, Clemens is just roiding his mind out right now. There's
a lot of roids in this fight. And you're going to see what we're talking about in a minute.
Here's the replay. So he beans him. Now, this is going to lead to some tension between these two teams, and it's going to lead to what happens next. There's Darryl. Hey, I'm from Brooklyn over here.
Gabagool.
I'm walking here. Look at that outfit he's got on. That's a Joe Torre style. Okay, here's Irabu.
That's the first pitch of the next inning, by the way.
And he's off to the races. He's about ready to leap. The Fat Toad, and the bench is clear, and then this is crazy. Matt, tell us what you saw. There's Canseco. What'd you see this night?
Yeah, well, who can forget Canseco? But yeah,
you got Don Zimmer, too.
The man himself. He looks more like a fat
Even
toad.
Don Zimmer had some roid rage going on.
He really is a fat toad here.
No, so I was probably somewhere between 10 to 15 rows up on the first base line, and it's, I could smell Darryl Strawberry's cocaine sweat. You could see Don Zimmer kicking dirt on the umpire's shoes.
Were you doing the thing where you fold the chair down and you stand on top of it to see?
Oh, it's getting intense.
Absolutely, yeah, because all the 6 foot tall New Yorkers who were standing around me and screaming obscenities, I couldn't really see.
Yeah.
But,
any good ones from the crowd that you could hear?
Don't
repeat anything too offensive. But... or fucking repeat, who cares?
It's tough to say. There was so much happening.
All the racial slurs you heard in a row right now.
But this is getting heated here. I mean, we saw Don Zimmer flipping out before. He was not even on roids.
Yeah.
He was roiding more than anybody. There's Darryl, of course.
Darryl.
Got to hold Darryl back. Canseco going nuts. Somebody's talking through his hat there.
Yeah.
Things got pretty heated. I vaguely remember that at some point everybody was kind of forced back in their dugouts and, "All right, guys, calm down," whatever. And
here's the replay here. So
I also want to point out a couple things. Irabu charged the plate. Normally it's the batter charges a mound.
Yeah.
But Irabu didn't want to waste any time. He charged the plate. Full
just
credit
beans
for that.
the guy and he's like,
Respect
"Fuck you,
me,
I'm coming for
Steinbrenner,
you."
please. I am more than Fat Toad.
Yeah.
I can't go back to eat the hot dog eating contest.
No, that was Kobayashi. That was a different guy.
Oh.
Not all Asian baseball players are the same person, Brian.
It's not a baseball player. It's a hot dog eater.
Oh, well, okay, not all Asians are the same, Phil. And like most baseball fights, it started with 2 guys and ended with the entire rest of the other team. Like, not those 2 guys.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give this one a solid 8. It loses a few points for 2 reasons. The main one is because both teams were in blue, and I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on. I like it when it's opposite colors. That's just an aesthetic thing. I know they couldn't do anything about it. But it had some heavy hitters in there in terms of both the punches thrown and the roids and the home runs involved on both those teams in that era. I give it an 8.5. Brian, what do you give it?
I'm going to give it a 7.5. Like you said before, name recognition is very important here. You have like Clemens, Canseco, you have Irabu, you have Darryl Strawberry. You see Canseco shooting roids out of his neck. You, in regards to the vein, you smell the cocaine coming out of Strawberry's pores, and we also But I feel like we've seen crazier fights too, so that's why I give it a 7.5.
7, Mike.
Yeah, I give it an 8. It was a good fight, crazy night in the Bronx. And what's funny is Canseco and the Clemens would both end up on the Yankees. So I would imagine at some point they just made up at the strip club after the game, and everybody had a good time after that. So yeah, I give it an 8.
It's gonna be great if like they ran into each other at the same strip club right after the game. Like, you come here?
Yeah,
I come here.
You know Cherry?
Yeah. All right,
She's
Matt. Let's go to Matt. Matt, what do you think of this fight overall? Give it a rating for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be at least an 8.5. Teetering on a 9 for me, just for being there. I mean, it set the bar very high at an early age for ball games. And of course,
I imagine you just never had a good time ever again for the rest of your life at any baseball game. Because how do you top this?
Right. I mean, that's, it lives in my memory to this day, and it's just not the same now. Like going to a game and, you have a few fucking $12 Coors Lights or something, and you're waiting for something to go down. You're waiting for Joe Torre to come out and say, man, forget about it, and get thrown out. But it just doesn't happen. It's not the same.
All right. Well, thanks for dropping by, Matt.
Thank you.
And again, check out TDM Style for all of your hair care tips.
Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for the plugs, babes.
The hair plugs.
The hair plugs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And other kind of plugs if it's Brian. Okay, we don't need that joke. Maybe we do. I don't know.